Hello, friends. So today I would like to address a question that one of my friends asked recently, and it's about how do we know how are we sure that we are progressing in the right direction while walking on the spiritual path, which is, I think, a great question because um, I've asked myself that questions before and still do sometimes, and it's interesting to look at what are the signs, the indicators that will tell us that we're on the right track. So I think there are a few possible answers here, um, and of course this is going to be, everyone is going to experience um, their spiritual journey differently, and everyone is going to see different signs of progress. Um, so I'm gonna give a general answer, but feel free to share, later about how do you track your progress. And for now, I'm gonna say that first of all, do not try to compare yourself to other people. Um, and I read that quote once before about it said something like, I'm gonna paraphrase here. It said something like, do not judge someone else or do not compare yourself to someone else because you don't know what God asked them to do. You don't know um, what path God has chosen for them, something like this. And of course, we don't have to say God, it can be the universe or a source, universal intelligence, like it could be whatever, their life journey, their karma was, and the dharma is in this life, what they have to go through. So first of all, do not compare your path, especially the spiritual path, because it's a very personal path. In the end, everyone, I believe, is yes, we can receive support, we can connect to other souls and our spiritual family, but in the end, we have to walk that path on our, like, ourselves, on our own, because the challenges that come are specifically, there are challenges and we are the only ones who can go through them. So do not compare your what you have to go through to another person's journey. So that leads me to one of the first answers to that question. Do not compare yourself to others, but maybe compare yourself or observe, witness how you're different from the person you were yesterday. And this can be, 5 days ago, it can be 3 months ago, it can be 5 years ago, it can be 10 years ago. Are you working in the right direction? Well, how are you different from the person you were before? How have your relationships improved? Has your mental health improved, if you've ever struggled with that? How are you doing in terms of like, in the relationship you have with yourself, really is how, what is your heart telling you? What is your are you fulfilling your destiny? Are you fulfilling your purpose? How does that resonate with you, when you look at your life, and do you feel in alignment with what you're doing? Do you I believe, the ultimate answer to that question is, I think, you know deep down how you're doing on the path. But also, something else important to notice, that um, I don't think you can go wrong with the path. As in, first of all, if you believe in destiny, if it believes that what should happen will happen, well, there is no way to go around, right? It's going to happen whether you want it or not. But the question is, how flexible are you with the plan unfolding for you? How much resistance are you creating, or how much flow are you allowing? Yeah, it's are you, I think that the more resistance we create to where we are led, where we know that intuitively, we know where we need to go, but the mind can create a lot of resistance, right? And it's when those resistance come that doubts come, and then we start asking those questions. Oh my God, am I doing the right thing? Am I on the right track? Is it okay? So those are valid questions, right? It's normal, it's completely natural for those questions to arise. So in those moments when doubt come, it's a matter of realigning yourself with your own truth. So going within, deeper within, and checking in with yourself. Okay, how is my heart feeling right now? How is my body feeling? How do I, how do I react physiologically, emotionally, when I picture my life at the moment, when I picture the path I want to go towards, but I'm not sure if it's the right one. So again, realigning yourself with what resonates as true for you, as your core values being expressed in and actualized. And what do you believe in? Is it, are you following the path that you're following? Is it in accordance with, in accord with your values, with your spiritual core? So considering I think where you're going, aligning yourself with these gut feelings that tell you to go one direction and another, um, and at the same time remember that it's normal to have those questions pop up, and they are also a natural result of going maybe through difficult challenges, or even dark nights of the soul. Sometimes everything kind of crumbles, and nothing makes sense anymore, and we kind of feel lost, or we're like um, torn between two paths maybe. It can be, in your mind you can picture that as, oh, should I follow the spiritual path? Should I really follow my passion and give in 100% to that? Or should I stay in that job that doesn't necessarily make me happy, but at least provides us financial security and cover my basic needs? And in those moments it can be very difficult to find clarity. I get it. I've been through that. I think in those moments, first of all, do not panic. Do not panic, because it can be easy to feel overwhelmed and stressed out and completely panic, which is going to lead to the wrong decisions. So again, coming back to yourself and staying in that place of calm and serenity, stay true to your inner self, and go more within, but also do reality checks with what's happening in your external environment, in your physical reality. How are things doing? And allowing yourself to let down some resistances. And I'm saying this because, again, when you have those questions pop up and you may be going through times of challenge, and that crossroads in your life, maybe it's a time to reassess what you've been doing until now. And it's normal during your spiritual growth, your spiritual journey, for those goals to change. Not necessarily goals, but to your MO, your the way you've been doing things might not be working anymore, and it's okay, because this has to evolve as well. It's also part of the spiritual journey, because you're integrating different ways of having this human life, of experiencing this human life. Okay, so maybe you need to gain more skills in doing something. Maybe you need to learn something new. Maybe you need to spend more time on certain aspects of your life, and less on others. But it doesn't mean that it's not, you're quitting one path for another. No, you're integrating actually more skills, more knowledge, new aspects of your life. You are going through a new learning phase that is going to allow you to move to further and propel you further on your path. So this might feel uncomfortable for a while, and I think that if that question comes, it also means that yes, you're at this point of reassessing how you've been doing things, and also maybe trusting, opening your heart a bit more, opening your center of trust, and this drive that you have within you, allowing it to maybe channel to different areas and to explore different areas, because maybe you need to expand your horizons, your vision, and so that can promote you to your next level in the spiritual development path, because everything is about growth, right? So it's about constantly integrating something new, something that will allow you to expand even more. So maybe a better question is, instead of am I on the right track, or how am I doing, or is that the right direction, is okay, keeping that goal in mind, like the spiritual progress. Who do you want to become, as a spiritual even a human being? Who do you want to become? So keeping that in mind, but asking you the question, what can I turn to at this time of my life? What do I need to, in order to grow further, to grow more towards that direction? Okay, what is gonna propel me further, to make sure that I stay right on track towards what I want to accomplish? Yeah. And as I said, this also invites the question, you need to be clear about. Of course, the spiritual path unfolds in a way that involves some degree of uncertainty. However, I believe we most of us have like an image, a vision of who we want to become, and this is very important. So also considering that question, being clear with yourself, who is it that I want to become? And this is going to be the topic for another little video. But when you feel like it's blurry, the path is blurry, where am I going, is it the right direction? As always, reconnect with yourself, your inner self. Remain calm, okay? Do not start panicking. Do not indulge in the mind, in the doubts, in the fears, because that's not gonna help. However, stay connected to what you know is true. The core truth at the bottom of your heart, at the bottom of your soul, what you know is true, especially for you. Yeah, and this manifests through the body as there's this sense of alignment, okay, and in peace within you. There is no contractions, there is no a fear pulling you into a retracted state, but instead it's like this allowing. So no resistance. There should be no resistance when you consider those when you reflect on your visions and your core values. So staying connected to that state of fluidity, of peace, of inner convictions within you, right? And from that place, assessing, okay, how am I doing? Do I need something more, maybe that can help me to be more certain, to be more sure that yes, I'm going into the right direction? Maybe I feel something is lacking in my life, and it's okay to open myself to it, considering learning if I need to learn new skills, or integrate it, or just being a bit more open. It can be, being open to taking, starting a new relationship, or opening areas of your life that have been closed so far, but seeing how that can support you in your spiritual journey, and finding more clarity, finding more confidence, certainty into in the idea that you're going towards the right direction. Okay, that was a little snippet, a little an excerpt of an answer to this beautiful question: how do I know that I'm going into the right direction? So let's keep dialoguing around that inquiry. You're free to share your experience, and yes, how do you track your progress, and how do you know you're on the right track on your spiritual journey? Thank you for joining this video, and I'll see you next time.